Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm starting a new series of videos on my channel entitled Power of the Force Memories. And in these videos we're going to be looking back at the toy line that sort of started me back into collecting as an adult. These were released starting in 1995 and I believe they extended all the way into 1998, sort of ending with a sneak preview figures for episode 1, which included Mace Windu. So, but it all began sort of here. You can see over here with Luke Skywalker, the initial series of cards had this sort of reddish orange glow in the background, and and sort of like a more bluish Star Wars logo. So this was the initial run, and then gradually they switched over to the green glow card. So I wanted to show you two examples of that in this first video. And these, I believe, are mostly the first two characters that were released in the line, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. And on the back of each character card, you can see a write-up on the character, a pretty extensive write-up, which is quite nice. And then here you can see pictures of some of the other figures that were released and pictures of the vehicles. So this is very cool. I really enjoy the red card versions. For whatever reason, I think the aesthetic really works on those. Although the green card, they're cool. Just not quite as nostalgic as those red cards, because those red cards were the first ones. And then on the back of this, you can see the write-up on Darth Vader is still there. However, on this one, they switch over to picturing other figures that were released later on once they had switched over to the green card. And you can see the date on this is 97. So that was extending out quite a bit from that first initial run. But this is essentially the same figure, although they made running changes on it. And I can show you an example. On the bottom of the feet of this figure, I don't know if you catch that on video, but essentially there's markings on the bottom of his feet. It says Ken or China and so forth. And I can show you on the loose Darth Vader that I have, he just has flat feet. So there are definitely some variations in terms of like which versions of Darth Vader were packaged in this style packaging. So, and you can see what Darth Vader looks like out of the package. These figures had basically 6 points of articulation. You know, the rotation at the head, rotation at the shoulder, rotation at the waist, and hip articulation. So not a ton of movement, but certainly enough to give you like children some play value if they were collecting these. And all the detailing and stuff, and you can see on Luke Skywalker here out of the package, a lot of detailing, and certainly somewhat more convincing than, say, the originals. Although in terms of physique of both Luke and Vader, they're way more buff than they should be. But that was just the styling of the way things were during that time period, the 90s. Action figures tended to be a little too muscular. That was sort of the aesthetic of the time. And you'll see in later versions of Luke Skywalker, they get rid of the muscles. He looks less and less like Arnold Schwarzenegger and more like Mark Hamill going forward. So, the proportions on this are kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, this has a lot of nostalgia value for me because it was the first version of Luke. And so kind of excited to show this to you today. That's pretty much all I have for you in this video. Stay tuned to the channel for more installments of the series, Power of the Force Memories, because I will be covering the figures and the vehicles, as many as I can, that I have in my collection for you going forward. So stay tuned. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Your support is appreciated. And think about subscribing if you'd like to see more of this series. Until the next video, I hope you're having a great day, and may the Force be with you. Thanks for watching.